Hello students, this is Aruj Muzaffar from the Department of English, University of Southern Punjab. We were discussing previously in our lecture intensive reading. Today we are going to discuss what is extensive reading. Have you ever spent hours in memorizing vocabulary, words, and then you forget them later? Or have you studied grammar rules but still left uncomfortable using English in real life situations? If your answer is yes, then today's video might completely change the way you think about learning English. Today we are going to talk about extensive reading in detail, which is one of the most effective and enjoyable methods for improving language skills. Many language experts and researchers believe that extensive reading can significantly improve vocabulary, grammar, writing, speaking, and overall fluency. The best part is that it does not like studying all at once. So what basically is extensive reading? Extensive reading is basically a simple mean of reading a large amount of material that is easy enough for you to understand and interesting enough to keep you engaged. The purpose is not to analyze every sentence or memorize every new word. Instead, the goal is to enjoy the content and understand the general meaning. For example, you can read novels, short stories, magazines, newspapers, blogs, comics, or even articles about topics you love. The key idea is to read for pleasure and information rather than for detailed language analysis. Many students make the mistake of choosing books that are far too difficult. They stop after every sentence, check the dictionary repeatedly, and eventually become frustrated. Extensive reading takes you to a different approach. You choose material that is relatively easy and enjoyable so that reading becomes a positive experience for you. Think about how children learn their first language. They are constantly exposed to stories, conversations, and books. They do not stop every minute to ask about grammar rules. Instead, they learn naturally through repeated exposure. Extensive reading works in a similar way. Now, you might be wondering why extensive reading is so powerful. The answer lies in repetition and exposure. Every time you read, your brain encounters vocabulary, sentence structure in meaningful contexts. When you see the same words repeatedly, you gradually begin to understand and remember them without conscious efforts of remembering them. For example, imagine you come across the word journey in a story, then you see it again in an article and later in another book. Over time, your brain connects the word with its meaning naturally. This process is much more effective than memorizing a definition from a vocabulary list, which is obviously a very boring task. Another important benefit is grammar acquisition. When you read extensively, you see thousands of correct sentences. Your brain starts recognizing grammatical patterns automatically. As a result, you become more comfortable using those patterns in your own writing and speaking gradually, which spontaneously and naturally improves your writing and speaking. Extensive reading also improves reading speed. At first, you may read slowly and hesitate frequently. However, as you continue reading regularly, your fluency increases, you become faster, more confident, and more efficient. In addition, extensive reading expands your knowledge to the world. Every book introduces new ideas, cultures, experiences, and perspectives. Reading is not only a way to learn language, it is also a way to understand people and societies. Research has consistently shown that students who read regularly tend to perform better academically. They often have stronger vocabularies, better writing skills, and greater confidence in speaking as well as writing, and that leads them towards a better communication with the society as well. So, how can you start practicing extensive reading? First, choose material that interests you. If you enjoy mystery stories, read mysteries. If you like sports, read sports articles. If you are interested in history, choose historical books. Reading becomes easier when the topic genuinely interests you. Second, do not worry about understanding every single word. Focus on the overall meaning. If an unknown word appears several times and seems important, then you can look it up. Otherwise, continue reading. Third point is that establish a daily reading habit. Even 15 or 20 minutes each day can make a significant difference over time. Consistency is far more important than reading for several hours only once in a while. Fourth, the fourth benefit is that, fourth point is that you must set realistic goals. You might aim to read one chapter every day, one article every evening, or even one book every month. Small goals help maintain motivation. Remember that extensive reading is a long-term investment. You may not notice dramatic changes after a few days, but over weeks and months, the result becomes clear. Your vocabulary grows, your reading becomes smoother, and your confidence increases. Another important point that I want to discuss over here is that I want to leave you with a simple challenge. Choose one book, article, or story and spend just 15 minutes reading it. Do the same tomorrow and the day after that as well. You may be surprised by how much progress you make over time. If you think that at the immediate level or at the initial level you are unable to understand its content or its context, you do not need to worry actually. First and foremost point over extensive reading is that you have to start learning with one point, and that is you have to develop your interest into reading. First, you have to consider that it is something that you have to do, and that you have to do with a lot of positive energy and interest. Once you are successful in building up your interest towards that topic and towards that 15-minute blog or a newspaper article or a short story or anything that interests you, then you have to go for exploration of that same content in the next day. If you are successfully doing it for 14 days, it will become a part of your daily schedule, and gradually it will become your habit. This habit of reading is going to make you successful in your life. How? Because by reading that article, book, or anything that you have planned to do is going to contribute a lot of positive energy by making you confident over the idea of grasping the right meanings. You are going to have an experience of a single word into multiple stories, and each time that single word will mean different to you. So that's how you will come to know the nuances that lie in vocabulary, and gradually with the passage of time you will understand that the key idea is to read for pleasure and information rather than for detailed language analysis. You do not need to go for the grammarly analysis, you do not need to go for syntax, you do not need to consult dictionary for any word that seems alien to you. Rather, these tiring things that make you frustrated, extensive reading takes you to a different approach. You choose material that is relatively going to contribute in a much more positive way than it seems at its initial levels. So, you should develop your habit of doing the exposure to stories, because stories are generally the content that is of interest for all ages, and people are generally prone towards having a natural analysis of stories, and in this way their reading gets so powerful that the repetition and exposure and the observations that your brain makes encounters multiple perspectives, and those perspectives are the ones that sentence structures make you meaningful and gradually begin to understand and remember without giving a conscious effort to it. So once you get successful in accepting this challenge and go for doing this adventurous journey, This will contribute to your academic career in a much more positive way, and in this way you will be able to have a good acquisition towards language instead of cramming the rules, grammar, syntax, and the points that create a boredom towards language. So with this message I end up my lecture that you should adopt language naturally, you should adopt a direct method towards its acquisition, and you should go for making your reading more successful in the way of extensive reading, because it contributes in a way that is much more beneficial than the modes that lead you towards boredom. I hope it is understandable for you. Thank you so much.